Hello, we'd like to know what are schools like in other places?
Hi, my name is Lorena Diaz. I'm from Colombia. I was teaching there in IB school as well in the preschool section. So in Colombia, we have two kinds of schools, public and private. I was working in a private school and we have all the sections together. It's not separately here. We have the preschool section, we have the elementary section, and the high school section all together in the same place.
What do students wear to school?
We don't have schools. Most of the schools they have uniforms, so all kids are using the same clothes. It depends of the day. If they have PE, they use special clothes for physical education, and the other days they use, for example, the girls they use skirts with a shirt, and the boys use pants and shirt and sweaters because in Bogota it's kind of cold.
What classes do students take?
So talking about preschool and elementary, because in high school is quite different, they take the basic ones, but we don't do it like in a separate way. You can have a class where you are teaching social studies, math, and the language. In this case, could be Spanish or English in the same class, but we take social studies, science, math, the language, and the special ones is art, music, dance and theater, physical education, and with the homeroom teacher, they go to the computers room to have like a ICT class.
What is the weather like in Colombia?
So in Colombia, we don't have seasons. So the weather it depends on the city. So for example, in Bogota, that is the capital of Colombia, it's cold most of the time. We have warm weather, but most of the time you feel a little bit cold. In the coast, like on the north part, it's always warm. Here is kind of cold. Here is like between warm and cold. It's a really nice weather, like autumn here maybe, like fall. And this is kind of like warm too, but we don't have seasons.
How do students get to school?
So we have different ways. So we have the school bus, and parents can drop them off, and some of the kids take different, like not the school bus, but a different kind of bus. But basically, are those two, like school buses, and kids can be dropped off. In the private school, that basically, but in public schools, kids are taking public transportation, a school bus, or the parents are taking them. Some of them use the bike, but that's kind of with the public schools.
What do students eat for lunch?
So we have different menus like here, but related to Colombian typical food. For example, one is with rice, beans, steak. They have the free shows to go to the salad bar, so they pick what they want for salad, and we drink a lot of like natural juice, and they are like homemade. We cook all the food in our school. Other typical one is a soup. We call it ajiaco, and it has 4 different potatoes, and is based on that. And what other thing we like? Spaghetti as well. We love a lot of kinds of soups. We also eat tacos, but the first two ones are like the typical ones.
What is the most popular sport?
Okay, people in Colombia practice a lot of sports, but the one that really get us all together and have fun and enjoy the sport is soccer, and we call it in Spanish football. That is different from here because here football is the American football, and then you have soccer. We call it football in Espanol. And for example, this is one of our jerseys that we used for the World Cup 4 years ago, and we are like really excited about our soccer team. We really support them.